What's going on? Wanted to have like a team meeting or talk to you at least and give you some tips, answer your questions, and not possibly, yeah, I want to react to some stuff as too. Finding new side hustles. You know why? You know why? Because also, let me show you. Check it out. So today we're also going to be spinning a wheel on this live stream because I was thinking, I used to live stream basically every single week, every Sunday, answering your questions, going over themes and trends that I was finding. And I had not streamed in some time. So I was thinking, like, I never get to talk to you. I never get to really answer any questions. And I did this actually for the 100K live stream as well. How's it going, folks? Hey, Austin. Hey, Steve. 619. Thanks for being here, everyone. I was thinking, like, I want to talk to you, answer some questions, and discover some new stuff as well. So check it out. Here's how it's going to work. Firstly, I want to open the floor to you and answer your questions because, again, like, I want to talk to you, and I can only do so much in the comments. So we're going to open with kind of, hey, how's your side hustle going? Are you discovering any new things? Any questions you have about wealth building, money making, side hustle stuff, and trends of 2023? And then check it out. We're going to do whatever this wheel tells us to do. I have a few categories on here. If you have some ideas as well, let me know. We can add it to this wheel right here. But check it out. Let's go off full screen here. So we have everything from an AMA, ask me anything for 20 minutes. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in starting or growing a YouTube channel, there's an option on here for free channel reviews and or pitches, as in like pitch me your channel idea because you haven't done it already. That's on this wheel. We have best side hustle vehicle tips, best side hustle in 2023. Do accessories really matter? We have site discounts. If the wheel hits 10% off site-wide for a week, we have 25% off site-wide for a week, which could be huge. Speaking of YouTube, if you want to start, we have a course, Mastering YouTube, that just launched. You might be able to score 25% off of that. We have reaction videos queued up. Let's see here. The side hustle that makes $600 a day. I haven't seen it yet. I have no idea what that side hustle is, but you and I can react to it today. Day in the life of a medical courier. What do you think? I feel like medical courier work could be the most undiscovered, lesser researched side hustle in 2023 because I don't see a lot, but I see a lot of demand on medical courier stuff. And this live stream gives me actual time to give you updates on the channel. Let me give you an update. Speaking of medical courier work, how's it going, everyone? Emilio, Ellen, Kevin, Sandra, Mubi, Steven, Ayanta, Michelle, all praises. Thanks for being here, folks. Q&A. Then we're moving into doing whatever the wheel says. But the updates, I signed up for Dropoff, that delivery platform that also does medical courier stuff. Haven't heard back yet. Haven't heard back yet from Dropoff. But I want to. I mean, I'm ready to do some medical courier stuff. So folks, welcome. Let's open it up to you first. Let me do 10, 15 minutes, however long you want, before we get into the wheel here, doing whatever this wheel says. How's your side hustle going? What are the side hustles that are hitting for you? What are you nervous about starting? Are you looking at starting and growing and monetizing across socials, on social media? Are you looking at quitting a side hustle? What are your financial goals this year? Like, listen, you can't just be like, well, I want to make a lot of money. I want to do well. Like, you have to have goals. And then I'm going to challenge you to have timelines for those goals. Let's talk about it right now. Put it in the live chat. This is your time. Because, folks, we reach like 600 to 800,000 people a month views. So I want to connect with you and see how it's going. 619, do you know of any medical couriers in San Diego? I know you're on the East Coast. Yeah, 619. The biggest medical courier platforms just require a Google search. Like, I don't know specific platforms because I haven't even done medical courier stuff. But in California, you have the cannabis delivery as well. So you can sign up for the cannabis deliveries. You have that completely new option that other markets like here in Pittsburgh, we don't have. We might have it because we have medical cannabis, but you have that option. But if we're talking strictly medical, boom, Google medical couriers near me. Do some research. Don't just start signing up for stuff. Like I would look at the top 4 or 5 if you can find stuff, sign up. And then since you're 1099, you can say, I love it. I hate it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to drop it. That's one of the awesome things about this gig economy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Ortho, thanks for being here. Something's going on with my lifetime delivery counts. Oh, it's increasing by 2 every delivery. Okay. Any idea what's up with that? Haven't heard back from Dropoff. I assume that's 2 different things. Like you haven't heard back from Dropoff and then your delivery count's increasing. Is it on DoorDash? That's a glitch. There's no other reason. That is a glitch. If your lifetime delivery count is going up by 2 every single time, it's a glitch. Don't worry about it. Well, you should take action. I shouldn't say worry about it, but take action, because if you're trying to go for certain thresholds, I want to make sure that's not messing up with your acceptance, completion rate, stuff like that. Because if that's glitching, let's make sure nothing else is glitching. So if it's on DoorDash, just reach out to support. Just tell them that. You know what I would also do? Screen record a run or 2. Like screen record the acceptance and then like screen record right when you're finishing, and then keep the screen record going and then go into your profile and your lifetime and you can show them. Yeah, it's on DoorDash. That's what I would do. Sandra, thanks for being here from San Diego as well, in Temecula. Folks, if you're just joining, we're doing some brief Q&A here, and then we're going to do whatever this wheel tells us. If you have some options, feel free to let me know. There's discounts, there's reaction videos, there's questions, there's Ask Me Anything on there. There's business structure and tax tips and strategies. So a lot to come. Michelle, if you got declined because of charges that are over 4 years old, it depends what it is. Folks, when you're doing these background checks, if it's a more serious offense, like reckless driving, DUI is an automatic no. So, Michelle and others, if you have something on your record, it's like a DUI, a violent offense, reckless driving, it's not in the same category as a DUI, okay? But if it's more serious, it's an automatic no. It doesn't matter if it's 4 years old or more. Now, when these companies run their background checks, I believe they're looking 6 years back. That's changed here and there. But if you have parking tickets, don't worry about it. If you have lesser offenses, don't worry about it. Now, if you have something that's a little bit in between, it's going to depend on the support rep or whoever it is at these companies, Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, whatever, if they activate you. That's going to be up to them. Jeffrey, any tips on how to save on gas? I feel like this isn't even a side hustle question. Yeah, Jeffrey, thanks for being here. There is no magic bullet when it comes to the business structure side of things. What do you think you can do to save gas? It is not driving around looking for orders, not running the AC. If you can, by all means, it's like 91 in Pittsburgh today. Run that AC if it's hot. But you know what I mean, if you can, like in the fall, what have you. Again, not driving around, having a fuel efficient vehicle. You can, if you have a ton of stuff in your car, like dead weight for whatever reason, if it's like, heavy, not just like, some junk is fine. If it's like heavy and there's a bunch of junk in your vehicle, get it out of there. It's going to affect the miles per gallon of the vehicle. You can use the DoorDash integration with Gas Buddy. You don't even have to do DoorDash. You can use Gas Buddy and other gas recording and rebates apps. You can sign up for credit cards, be responsible, okay, if you're going to sign up for a credit card, but that have gas rewards. What else, folks? You can go hybrid or an EV. Now, that's a whole nother thing, like business-wise. You don't want to just drop $40K, whatever it is, on an EV if you weren't in the market already for a vehicle, if you're interested in an EV. But still, it comes down to the math on the vehicle there as well. Let's take a few more questions, folks, and then we're gonna hit the wheel together. Appreciate you being here. I just saw a movie's question from earlier. That's funny. Other team Matt. Yeah, Matt definitely wants to do some more driving. My twin brother, if you didn't know, folks. Got the family, a lot of stuff going on, just like you, with your side hustle. Do you have a full-time job, by the way? Let me know in the live chat. Do you have a full-time job with a side hustle? Just comment, yes, I have a full-time job. No, I don't have a full-time job. Or I'm doing the gig economy full-time. I'm really, why? Because over 80%, 85 plus percent usually of people on these apps have income from something else. I mean, that's why it's like a side hustle. Oh, by the way, speaking of electric, if you're looking at an electric vehicle, listen, I know it's an investment, especially with most every offering out there. I'm partial to Teslas. I have a Model Y, and I've done my heavy research on it. Best charging infrastructure, best autopilots. I mean, don't use that when you're doing rideshare unless you get the passenger's approval, okay? Stellar safety ratings when it comes to Tesla. Now, there's an affiliate link down below in the description. That is my affiliate link if you want to get a Tesla. You get points you can redeem for supercharging miles. Supercharging is just the charging that you do. That's Tesla's chargers away from home. Now, with an EV, it's really designed to charge at home. You plug it in, you go to bed, you wake up, it's fully charged. And it's like $300 to install the charger in your home. And then the electric bill, it's not that much, seriously. Now, our apartment complex here has EV charging included. It's fantastic. If that's your scenario, if you're in an apartment and they provide charging, EV's looking pretty good. Again, if you want a Tesla, there's an affiliate link down below. If not, if it's too expensive, if you don't like Tesla, if you don't even want an EV, that's cool. But since you mentioned that 619, I love mine. Okay, let's do it. Are you ready? Are you ready, folks? We're going to spin this wheel together. We're going to do whatever it says. Let's do it. And the first thing is... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was almost 25% off site-wide on the first spin. That'd be pretty sweet. All right. So here's a prompt for you. Some of these are reactions. Some of these are questions, that problems that need solved, and some are, reactions, etc. So this one, you're making extra money from a side hustle. Now what? Let's discuss. Now, my whole strategy with a side hustle is, again, 80+ % of people with a side hustle have income from something else. Let me know in the live chat, by the way, if you have a full-time job. I don't see your comments, so let me know if you have a full-time job here. Now, what else, though? If you're not saving for a large purchase, okay, a large purchase, whatever it is, down payment on a house, a vehicle, engagement ring, some kind of asset, ideally that's going to make you money as well. Real estate, there we go. Well, I already said down payment, but real estate would be great. If you don't have to just get this money to survive, okay? Thank you for commenting, folks. Thank you for commenting. Let's cut out that percentage of the audience that's doing this to survive, okay? And I've been there. I've done the gig economy as a side hustle and a full-time hustle. So if that's you, then I get that's where the money needs to go to, all right? Let's talk about another piece of the pie here that's doing a side hustle to make some extra income. So maybe you're not saving for that large purchase. You're like, I just want some spending money. It's pretty nice to make an extra $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month, whatever it is. Here's what I would do. Number one, you have to eliminate the debts. Ortho kind of said the same thing here. Credit card debt, Number one, that's what I would do. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not legal professional financial advice. This is just someone who's done this gig stuff who had $7,800 on a credit card go into collections. I got the calls, okay, all the time. I got the voicemails. I got the calls because I was working for a company. They went under. I just moved to San Diego. I spent all this money on furniture and stuff. Boom, company went under because they were a startup. Couldn't make the payments. I just had to pay my expensive rent. So if you're getting the $500, $1,000, $2,000 extra a month, you could have some play money, but I would knock out that credit card debt, number one, because that interest, maybe you don't know, what your interest rate is. What is it on that credit card? Is it 8%, 9%? Probably not. It's probably like 15 to 25%. It's ridiculous, even if you have good credit. Maybe you got a great APR, that's awesome. But the point is, if you're paying interest every single month, I would knock it out. I wouldn't just pay minimum monthlies because I've done that. You're going to pay one-to-one with interest. Secondly, what's another big debt you're carrying? I mean, student loans, possible. You can pay those off faster. A car loan, you could pay that off faster. Because if you go into your car payment, do this, okay? Log into your car payments and then look at how much is coming off the principal, like how much the vehicle is actually, like what you paid for the actual vehicle, and then interest. It's like 2-to-1, 1-to-1 in the worst case scenario of 2-to-1 principal and then that chunk of interest. And I've seen it, and I paid off my Passat early before I started saving money and put down money on my new Tesla, my personal vehicle. I took care of the debts first. As for that credit card, I settled that credit card. I have a video. You can search for it. You drive from Mike credit card debt on how you take the credit hit. Once it's in collections, folks, your credit's already been hit. It's not going to go down any lower. You don't have to sweat it. The damage is already done. You can repair credit. Now, if you don't settle that credit card, it's in collections. It's going to be on your credit report, your credit history. I think it's for 6 years, and then it falls off. But then you're still going to have to repair that credit. Or you can settle for less than you owe, which is what I did, and they can remove, you're going to request, okay, you better request that they remove it from your credit history. It's going to still be reportable, I believe, but not affect your credit history. Not a financial expert again. Okay, I'm just telling you what I went through. So paying off debt, credit cards, speeding up the payoff rather of student loans, of a car payments, because I mean you're going to have to weigh what is higher. Let me ask you this: what's higher, the percent of inflation or the percent of your interest? It only makes sense if, like, for instance, my car loan right now for that Tesla, stellar. I got it in December of 2021 at a 2.75 APR. You better believe it. That's like crazy now in 2023. Just stellar APR before, the economy really tightened and the Fed raised rates, especially here in 2023. We've been seeing that, right? So if I have a 2.75 APR and then inflation it's over 2 now, whatever it is right now, then I am not as pressed to pay off that car payment faster because there's no real financial gain there with the inflation because my APR is lower than that. Hope that makes sense. Next thing I would do is I would look at investing. Folks, appreciate you being here, folks. I'm just talking to you about what I did, okay? Not a financial advisor, but I am someone who paid off that vehicle that settled my credit card debt, that now has a decent, like I told you, how you take that credit hit if you have a credit card debt that goes into collections. I mean, my credit score went down to, 600s. Like, not even that bad. 500s is awful if you're getting down there. 600s, not great, but now it's like 730. I want to obviously get it up to 800 plus, like the exceptional range. 730, whatever it is good though. So it's not the end of the world if you're straining. You just got to take some action there when it comes to debt. Anyway, If you don't want to do that, or if the numbers don't make sense for the APR and the inflation right there, or if you are, if you don't have student loans, right? Or if you don't want to, pay off, or if you paid off your car, let's say, I would look at investing. I would look at ways, folks, that your money can make you money. And I know it's not, appreciate you being here, folks. Hello, hello. I know it's not super popular, especially on the channel, to talk about. We need to talk about your finances. We do. And look, like, when's the last time you sat down, looked at your finances? I know the stats on us here, our team. I can see the back end stats. Most of us are in a bell curve of around my age. I'm 35, some younger, right around the same age, some older, that bell curve here. So, which means you still have decades ahead of you for your financial portfolio. You better act now. What does that mean? This means, here's some action items for you. Listen to this. Maxing out your 401k contribution. If your employer is offering you a 401k retirement plan and there is a match, you better max that thing out as best as you can. Excuse me. I know everyone's financial situation is different, okay? Like, you can be like, dude, you're ridiculous. I got kids, family, I got debt. Like, I get that. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just trying to talk to you about things of steering the ship, hopefully. And, just at least to get these things on your radar when you are ready. But anyway, match that 401k. I'm self-employed now, doing YouTube full time. Check out that course, by the way, yourdrivermike.com. Our Mastering Delivery course is awesome for food delivery, A to Z course of what actually works. Plus, you don't have to watch all these videos like that talks about all kinds of things. It's just A to Z. Mastering Delivery, yourdrivermike.com, or Mastering YouTube, also at yourdrivermike.com, to learn how to grow, dominate on YouTube. But 401k is one thing. You can do the SEP IRA, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs. Look at the income limits. So for me, there are income limits to the Roth IRA. Don't quote me. I think it's 100 and nope. It's 100 and maybe it is 158,000 for a single earner. Well, you cannot do a Roth, or it's capped out. Again, I've done the research. I just can't recall it. Not a financial advisor. So what I did is I did a traditional IRA. Does not have single earner income limits. So now there is a contribution limit. I believe it's 6,500, which means I can contribute up to 6,500 this year. I'm trying to max that thing out. Then I have my stock portfolio. Gotta say this again. Boom, I was close. Let's go, Austin. I was close. 153. I said 158. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for being here. So, where was I? Portfolio. So I have my traditional IRA. I have a rollover 401k when I did have a W-2. I have a stock portfolio. Generally, the younger you are, the more risky you can be, depending on what's called your risk tolerance. How risky are you? Basically, that's all that means. So you can have stocks, individual company investments, ownership in that company. That's obviously what a share is. It's risky because what happens if that company goes under? You lose everything. What happens if that company dominates? You make a lot of money, but it's risky. ETFs. So I have like a 70-30 split of stocks and ETFs. Blanking on what it means. You can correct me in the live chat. Anyway, an ETF is just a collection of assets or companies, stocks, like the S&P 500. There's a Vanguard, VTI. There is VT, which is Vanguard Total Market. There's a Vanguard World Market to get your exposure to companies worldwide, not just in the US market. SPY, obviously the US top, I don't know if it's just US, but top 500 companies on the S&P 500. So this is what I would do in answering this question. I'm making extra money, now what? Okay. Because, there it is, exchange traded fund, thank you. Because, look, I want you to succeed. I want you to be financially successful, whatever that means to you, whatever number that is to you. But decades move fast, folks. You know this. 10, 20, 30 years down the road, I do not want you to be like, I have $2,000 in my retirement account, and you're going to be working for the rest of your life. So I would diversify, have different risk tolerances. Again, stocks, ETFs, you can do the gold, precious, my goodness, metals. Real estate is something that I'm looking into. Assets, things that make you money. Because what we kind of specialize here is the time for money trade-off, trading my time for my money. But you don't want to do that forever. You don't want to trade your time for your money forever, do you? Do you want to be driving out there, food delivery when you're 60, whatever it is, 55 even, any age, right? There is a better way to do it. There is a better way to make money, and it's not just being out there hustling. They're apples and oranges, okay? There's nothing wrong with doing that. I can't wait to get my car back so I can get out there and do some of that myself. It's coming back next week, by the way. So some driving shifts coming. But I hope that makes sense. And I want you to get excited about, having your money make money. Because there's dividend investors that just specialize in investing in companies that pay dividends so you can get money off of those dividends. So once you start educating yourself on the financial space, let me tell you this, we got to move on. But let me tell you this, that if it seems intimidating, like, dude, I don't know what finance, I don't even know where to start. And you don't need a lot of money either. My goal for you is to, obviously have enough to survive. That's number one, right? I understand that. But then as we start to get into some discretionary income, it's called liquid capital, like money I can allocate wherever I want, that's where I want your attention to go. And it always has been. But we have to move on. And I'm glad you enjoy the ride-alongs, drive-alongs, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, there's crypto too. Toucan, thanks for being here. Yeah, there's crypto. Crypto is quite volatile. There's... What was the other thing? Not crypto, but I'm blanking on the other asset thing. NFTs. Just too volatile for me. I did a little bit of crypto when it was like super hot. Spin the wheel. Let's do it. We do whatever this wheel says, folks. Thanks for being here. Drop a like on this video, by the way. If at any point you have any questions, let me know. Ooh. Yeah, best new... What do you think the best new side hustle is in 2023? Or 2024? What is... This is the hardest question that I've had to think about for a while. By the way, let me know, is the music okay in the background? Is it annoying? Can you not hear it? Should we cut it? Let me know in the live chat. And again, thanks for being here, folks. So drop a like. Look at the resources on yourdrivermike.com. The earnings tracking spreadsheet for your side hustle. It's only like $12. Get it. Don't wait. Get it right now. Open it up in another tab. Go to yourdrivermike.com. Click on resources. What is the best new side hustle? I don't even know, because I feel like since 2009 was Grubhub, 2013 was Uber, I think. But in the last 10 years, which has basically been the side hustle space, that a lot of these companies have tried almost everything. Like there's been, the Uber for this, the Uber for that. Is it medical couriers work? I'll turn up the background music a little bit. Let me know if it's annoying. Let me know if you can hear it. Let me know if you can't hear it. What do you think? What is the best new side hustle right now? You know what? This gave me an idea. Jeremy, thanks for being here. Web design, SEO, and marketing for the best money. I'm going to play off this because you know what? I think this answers my question. I still think, and I've done a video on this because you know what, folks? I speak the truth that I feel in that moment. And I say that because, things change, these apps are hot, then they cool down, then there's different opportunities. I said this before, like earlier last year, that I think the best opportunity is monetizing across socials. It's building, growing, scaling, and then selling to an audience across socials. Go to yourdrivermind.com for resources and courses. Like, there you go. I'm going to be developing the best side hustle accessories for you. Hot and cold bags, catering bags, pizza bags, maybe phone chargers as well. Now, we're leading with value always, always, always. You lead with a value in a business, so then you're not ever selling. I hate that. I did sales. I was awful at it because I was pushing and selling first instead of understanding, the entire market. How do I deliver value? But I think monetizing across socials is the best opportunity right now. And I know it's not for everybody because it's not a young person's game. Don't say that. Don't say that. It can be for anybody. It's for entrepreneurs. And it's for people that understand, how do I optimize on socials? This isn't just YouTube. It's TikTok. It's Twitch. It's any popular and large enough medium where you can build an audience that turns into leads, that turns into clients, that turns into repeat clients, and you have a business. I know it's not for everyone, so we're going to spin again. Thanks for being here, folks. And that is why I made that course, Mastering YouTube. It is not a cheap course. It's not meant to be, because it's meant for those who are like, dude, I'm ready to build a six-figure business. There's no earnings guarantees, but it teaches you the best practices. Ooh, learning AI as well. Learning how to use AI. Yeah, Jeremy says, of course, it's not perfected, certainly. AI is huge as well. AI is massive. Yes, you know what? Everyone is scrambling to develop business-capable AI. Photoshop just released, I think it's like a beta of their AI in Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop, but it has been ridiculous for the AI autofill I've seen. Huge. So absolutely, that's another. But I mean, the question was, what's the best side hustle though? So side hustle, I'll still say monetizing across socials. All right. What do you think, folks? Oh, did my wheel stop? All right. I guess my wheel stopped for some reason. Oh, it stops every time I click away. Fine, I'll just stay on this page. We do whatever the wheel says, folks. Yes. Nice. We're going to mix it up. We're going to mix it up. Excellent. So now it's time for us to both discover what side hustle makes $600 a day. I am so excited. I finally get to react to this with you. So check this out. Let me put these on. All right, folks. So what we're going to do is watch this together. I saw this video a while ago from Baddie in Business. 553,000 subscribers with only 72 videos. What am I doing wrong? I'm amazed that people have 500,000 subs with 72 videos. How is that even possible? Number one, you spend a ridiculous amount of money on Google Ads to push out your videos. Number two, maybe she's massive on TikTok. Maybe she has like 1.5 million on TikTok and she's like, hey, I just started a YouTube channel. Boom. You have, a percentage of your audience automatically follow you there to the other platform. You have videos that absolutely just take off. But anyway, I saw this video. It's a little bit older because I haven't reacted to it yet. Right here, $600 a day. This one side hustle. Let's check it out together, shall we?
Okay.
And I have not seen this before. I have no idea what this is about. But let's watch it. Hold on.
My name is Isabella. Hey, Baddie and Business family. My name is Isabella. I am the owner of two six-figure earning online businesses. And today I'm going to be sharing an income stream that made me over $200,000 just this year. Not only will I be sharing how I did it, but I'm going to be sharing how you can make money from this opportunity as well.
Dropshipping?
Just the fact that I used to make $20,000 to $30,000 in 1 full year working full time, this number is insanely crazy.
Wait, hold on. Let's place our guesses. What do you think this is going to be? Baddie in Business, a video that has generated a ton of views. 414,000 views in 7 months with a absolutely ridiculous like to dislike ratio. So that tells me like it should be pretty decent. What do you think what do you think this side hustle is that makes $600 huge dollars a day? Yeah, if it's drop shipping, please don't be drop shipping. Like, how many times have we heard the story of drop shipping? You can do it. Put your guesses in the live chat. 10 more seconds. Baddie in Business is going to tell us here. All right, let's find out.
Crazy to me. Especially when I start thinking about the fact that I would have had to work for 7 years just to make this amount of money that I have made in 1 year from one income stream.
$600 a day.
That is why I'm so grateful for this YouTube channel, because my intention with these videos is not to brag, but to share how I'm making money online in order to not only inspire you, but to show you how you can do the same.
What is it?
You guys already know I do not sell courses or mentorship programs, and I am committed to 100% free education.
Okay.
All I ask in return for these informative videos is that you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video across YouTube, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Here's a little YouTube tip. In my course, which I do sell courses, and it's backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm not just trying to take your money. It is backed by a guarantee. In my YouTube course, here's a little tip. Don't have a call to action, a CTA, before you deliver any value. We are 1:05 into the video. The hook is kind of weak. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of hook in the beginning of that video. I still don't know what it is. I'm a minute in a 10-minute video, and you're already asking me to like and subscribe. Why? Like, you have to deliver value first. Like in my old videos, I might have done that, but now I put my little like lower third CTA, and sometimes I'll mention it, sometimes I won't, after I've delivered value. Why not? Give some free tips
so I can continue to make videos just like this. And with this stream of income, you do not have to show your face, and it's also something that you can get started doing with $0.
Don't say drop shipping.
If you want to see all of my income streams broken down, I do have a video about how I make $80,000 in 1 month, so I definitely recommend you go and check out that video if you want to know all of the things that I do to make money online. But this specific income stream is still so crazy to me that I knew I had to make a video specifically about this. And in all reality, this income stream is easier than even an online e-commerce business, because this $218,000 that you guys are seeing right now on the screen is 100% profit.
I don't see it.
There's not really any overhead with this specific income stream. And if you've watched my other videos, you could probably guess what that income stream is.
Okay, now she's gonna tell us 2 minutes into the video. Here, let me get out of the way. Look at that, 2 minutes into the video, of a 10-minute video, you have not even told us what it is. I mean, as someone who's done 1,100 plus YouTube videos, you have to get into it faster than that. I mean, look, I understand the channel's doing really well. I understand you have a lot of subscribers. You don't have a lot of videos, but that's what's proven to work on YouTube. Proven. Get into it faster.
That is the Facebook Reels bonus program. Ooh. I didn't even know you could make money.
Facebook Reels bonus program makes her $600 a day. Have you heard of that? Have you tried it? To be honest with you, I have no idea. Well, I know what it is because it's kind of self-explanatory, but I have not heard next to anything about anyone that's done that, any numbers behind it, and that it could be that lucrative. I feel like I have heard that Facebook pays pretty well though. But listen, I told you, I just said that monetizing on socials is one of the best side hustles you can do right now. Now understand that the Facebook audience is completely different mainly. They're quite different than the audience here on YouTube. All right, let's keep learning.
Money from Facebook. And if you are unsure what this is all about and what is Reels, and this is kind of language that you've never heard before, let me quickly explain it. So with the rise of TikTok, other social media platforms.
Yeah, and that's 2020 data. Look at this. Number of monthly active users on TikTok. Yeah, I mean, that's all data from 2020. It's massive. TikTok is unbelievable. Let me know in the live chat if you use TikTok or not. I use TikTok. It is a time suck. Be careful. My gosh. Oh. It could certainly be a time suck. But man, is it a good lead generator.
Platforms have been losing their monthly users. Because of this, Instagram, Facebook, and even YouTube has been paying extra in order for people to post vertical short form video
vertical
content.
Short form. Yep.
Very similar to what TikTok.
Oh, ad.
You might be asking yourself, can you actually create high quality live streams?
Is today. So instead of them just spending advertising money to try to promote their platform, they are paying creators directly. We saw this first with the TikTok Creator Fund that seemed to change the game forever. And the TikTok Creator Fund is not the only way you can make money online.
Is this a viable side hustle?
You can also make money from TikTok live streams. And that is something that you can.
Let's talk about that. So as someone who's done YouTube for 6+ years, 1,100 videos, about coming up on 3 years pretty much, full time here on YouTube, understanding, learning first, then understanding these social media algorithms can be massive. And that's all I talk about in that course. yourdrivermight.com/YouTube. Hopefully we'll get you a discount in this stream here for that course. It's only gonna be valid for a week. So look for that down below in the description, or if we get to that discount here. But I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I've seen a lot of streamers on TikTok Live. I mean, as long as you can understand and master an algorithm,
monetize and do worldwide. So I first got invited to this program on one of my pages back.
All right, let's see this. Reels play. Earn money for all new plays your Reels get. Create new Reels for a chance to make more. Approximate bonus. Bonus plays. Reel plays.
Back in October of 2021. At the time, they gave me an approximate bonus of $530.
Right.
And I made sure that I posted tons of Reels in that time to meet that maximum bonus. So December of 2021, they gave us a maximum bonus of $35,000. And we tried our best to meet that. And we made $31,000 in the first month of that maximum bonus of $35K. They ended up paying this in January, which is why this amount is included in my 2022 income. Since then, you can see repeatedly they have given us a $35,000 maximum bonus every single month since then.
Okay, so I guess, is it earn money for all the new plays your Reels get? Create new Reels for a chance to earn more. Listen, this is the same thing as, DoorDash and these apps do. Can we see how many followers she has on TikTok? Let me see if it's the same name here. Baddie in Business. Okay, here she is. Baddie in Business. Yeah, that's her. That's the same profile picture as shown in the top right. You can't quite see it. 760,000 followers on TikTok. She's getting latest TikTok, 34,000 views, 57,000, 23,000, 72,000, 39,000. Here's one with 1.6 million views. Yeah, I'm telling you folks, TikTok is a massive, massive, massive lead generator. Can you imagine if you have a link? I think we have autofocus on. There it is. See that? So look at these numbers there. Look at those view counts. So if you're doing, 34,000 on the last TikTok alone. And she has clickable links in her bio. If that's going to her website, her products, courses, services, she doesn't sell courses, but you know what I mean, massive lead generator. Okay, I think we got the gist of this.
And they even gave me the bonus on my personal account, but quite honestly, I didn't really care.
How did you do it?
I chose a niche.
Right.
This is my dog.
Yeah, I'll teach you all about that. Your droppermike.com /YouTube. Yeah, I'll teach you all about finding a niche and whatnot. Wow. It surprised me what the side hustle was. The Facebook Reels. I am telling you, because Facebook has the money. They already have the audience. They already have the advertisers. Is the platform slowing down? 100%. But for now, if they're willing to spend, especially to compete with TikTok, I get it. What's next? Cool. Let's talk about taxes. So I am not a tax professional. Yeah, they are Chinese-owned, Sandra. That is very true. And there's been some talks of, are they inflating their view counts as well? So, there's that whole discussion as well. Anyway, side hustle taxes. I just want to make this brief. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax professional. This is not legal professional tax advice. You got to be setting aside money for taxes, folks. On any of these 1099 side hustle platforms, like DoorDash, Rover, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Walmart Spark, the money that they pay you is gross income before taxes. I would set aside 20% for taxes. You have to pay, well, possibly self-employment tax, you have your federal, you have your states, possibly local tax. So if you're making $100, set aside $20, 20% of the money that you're making there for taxes. Talk to your CPA about possibly paying quarterly taxes. So that's what I do. What quarterly taxes do is it's going to allow you to plan for your tax liability, especially as you're making more money here. So the more and more money you make, unless you have expenses to offset that, you might have a larger tax liability come tax time. So instead of having a surprise come tax time when you file, you have all this money from gig work, then you have to pay taxes on that because you don't have a lot of expenses. Then if you pay quarterly, it's just that. It's an estimate. If you overpay, you'll get, IRS is going to refund you. But at least it's going to teach you to set some money aside for taxes there. Hey folks, appreciate you being here. If you're just joining, can you drop a like on this video right now? We are going through this wheel, this side hustle wheel that I created, doing whatever it says, answering your questions along the way, and helping you make money. Helping you make money in different side hustles. Let's do it. What's next? And consider subscribing. Oh, yes. I asked you, what do you think is the biggest opportunity right now in the side hustle space? And a lot of you said, well, it might be the medical courier business. So I have a video for you that we're going to find out what it's like to be a medical courier. In my research of videos of new things to discover for you, I'm always looking for new side hustles. I feel like the medical courier space is a big opportunity right now. So this channel is Sora Abro. I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm butchering that, right? But there's a video on here, which is right somewhere around here, wherever it is, right here. What I do as a medical courier. A day with me as a medical courier. And I saw this video really just take off on this channel, 65,000 views in 2 months, and I wanted to show it to you. So as Kevin is on a medical courier route right now, maybe you can share with us what it's like as a medical courier. So And yeah, to our point about taxes, yeah, there are due dates. Michael, thanks for being here. Thanks for mentioning that. There are due dates for quarterlies. Listen, I used especially last year, I did not hit those deadlines. I just pushed money whenever I could, which you're allowed to do, by the way. I mean, the IRS will gladly take your money. You can send money over whenever you want. So talk to your CPA about any penalties, whatnots, and if you're required to do that. So let's watch this. Medical courier stuff, right? Is it worth it? What do you do? I've never done it. So let's watch from someone who has.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not.
I think that's copyrighted music, so I'm gonna mute that. And we'll wait for this to get, let's say 2 a.m. Packing some food, packing some more music. Yep, more music. Here's some more free YouTube coaching advice from someone who's done YouTube for 6+ years, 3 years full-time, 1,100 videos. We are a minute in, and we have watched you get ready, get in your car, get some gas, and you had a title screen right here. Don't need any of it, okay? When you start a video on YouTube, you want to set the hook. You want to confirm what they saw in the title and thumbnail. You can ask questions. You can immediately deliver value as far as like tips. Like the way I would start this video is, I don't know, be in my car, have a screenshot or hold my phone, say, I'm about to start my 3-hour, or maybe probably more than 3 hours. I think they're longer. I'm about to start my 6-hour shift as a medical courier driver here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And in this video, I'm gonna go over the entire shift, how many stops I had, how many miles I have to drive, any problems, what exactly is back there behind me that I'm gonna be delivering, and obviously what you wanna learn about, the pay. That is the hook. It's telling them, yes, you got what you expected in the title and thumbnail. You set up some expectations of what they're going to get in this video. You build a little mystery of like, oh, what is that behind them? Is that gross medical stuff? What is that? And then obviously the pay, but you're not telling them the pay right at the front. So yeah, hey, you know, there's no, I guess, hard and fast rule when it comes to a channel, but let's go.
I just put gas on my car and I realized that one of my tire pressure was low, so I put some air on my rear tire.
Doesn't matter.
Now we're going to go to the laboratory. Now I'm actually gonna eat my sausage, egg, and cheese on
Don't care. Don't care.
That I heat up.
Don't care. I mean, look, it's coming from a place of love, folks. Believe me, it's nothing personal. But you know, starting a video with like, well, haven't drank a lot of water today. I better drink some water. I don't know. It's been really sunny here in Pittsburgh. You know, it's been really like no one cares. So in your audience retention chart, people are just going to tank. They're going to drop off because it's not about you. It's about them. I can't stop. I'm very passionate about YouTube growth. yourdrivermind.com/YouTube. Get that course.
The big boxes on.
We came here for a medical courier shift. There's another CTA, a minute and 26 seconds in before you deliver any value. And we already saw your title screen right here. And your title screen pushed us to another platform, Instagram. We're not on Instagram. Do you want people to leave the platform right now and go to your Instagram? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Show us the medical courier stuff. See right here, finally, you're heading to the lab. And I don't know if this is copyrighted music again, so I'm going to mute it again. Boom, here we go. All right, there's still music. I'm going to mute it. This is what we want to see. You know what? This is how you should start the video. Boom. My name's so-and-so. I'm here in the lab of GE Health in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Mike, we get it.
It is 3:30. The stops are not ready yet, so I am waiting for them to put it out. On Mondays I usually have stops that I have to, it takes me longer on Mondays. So for example, like I told you in my previous videos, I'm able to finish between 7, sometimes 6:45, depending on the stops I have. But because today I have like two stops that open around 7:38, I will be back to the laboratory a little bit late.
You know what's really interesting? Here's some more music. I'm gonna mute it. Look at all those specimens, I'm guessing. You know what's really, and let me know if Kevin. Yeah, Kevin, you are on a medical courier shift right now. I feel like a lot of these shifts are overnight. The few videos I've seen, these courier shifts are like overnight. Is that always the case, or is that just like happenstance what I saw? Because like the hospitals and whatnot need that stuff ASAP in the morning? Or is it like, is there a reason why they would all be overnight? Like, I don't think they have to be. Okay.
So today I got out of the lab later than expected because some of the dosages were not ready. So I'm getting out.
See, that's good to know.
I'm going to the rooms
4 a.m.
4 a.m. I will be out like around 3:30, 3:45. So that means that's going to affect the time that I am finished doing the run. So here I got to my first stop, 31 miles from my actual pickup.
Oh, did you hear that, folks? 31 miles and 55 minutes from that first delivery. Because she got to the, right here. Oh, so 3:30. So 3:15 was the pickup. 3:30, she was still waiting. And then she got 5 a.m.
1 miles from my actual
5 a.m. an hour, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No, an hour and a half after she was waiting, she got to her first stop, 30 some miles already. And she had how many bags? See, this is a concern I have with medical courier stuff, is it's predictable. It's a route. It's an assigned route, but it can be a lot of driving from the videos I've seen, and it's a flat pay to my understanding.
Pickup point. So I'm gonna drop off. It takes me around 5 minutes to go.
Sure.
And come back. So.
Okay. Okay, here's the little cart. It's a good idea to have. I still don't know what she's delivering. It doesn't really matter. It's just something medical based. See, here's another thing. I'll be honest with you. This is another concern I have of medical courier stuff. You see all that navigation in what looks like a hospital? Look at this. So I'm going into the medical facility. How do you know where to go? Look at this. And hospitals can be quite large and confusing. Obviously, she's done this stuff before. But if you're new, can you imagine? Okay, I got to find this one little door. I got to find this one little room. I like that it looks like it's contactless. I just put the stuff in there. Secure the room. Yep. I think that's it. Which, again, it's easy enough, but how many doors? How do I know exactly where to go? I'm sure there's instructions, but...
This is all the way in White Plains, and I'm going to actually be doing the same thing I did in the previous one.
Okay, let's hear that again.
In the second stop, this is all the way in White Plains, and I'm gonna actually be doing the same thing I did in the previous one. From the last stop I was to here, it was around 15 miles.
She's done 50 miles already. 50 miles of driving. Here's the second drop, it looks like. I'm still a little concerned about finding the right location. Okay, there's the office. That seems easy enough because, she's looking for the right office, a specialist, whatever it is. Okay. On the way to the third stop, 15 more miles. Okay, let's see if we can find the earnings after this. What do you think so far, folks?
Third stop, I only have 2 drop-offs.
Is this worth it? Look at that. See, ooh, look at this. Look at this. This is just my concern of having look at that. You go in here, You got to go in here. Okay, which way am I going down that hall? Then I got to go here. Then I go. Like, if you don't know where you're going, this is clearly a hospital, it looks like.
This one is all the way up in Mount Kisco. So now, usually this is my last stop, coming all the way up here. And now I gotta go back down to the Bronx. And I'll be finishing over there.
See, it sounds fine because she's done, it sounds like this route before. So it could be the same route over and over. Like, hey, you're doing, you know, the A route or, you know, whatever, the McKeesport route here in Pittsburgh. Oh, you're doing the North Hills route. So you're like, you know, but in that first shift can be a little bit of a, maybe a nightmare, like Sandra says. Yeah, see, Kevin says, yeah, first time in the hospital, it can be an adventure, but after that, it's easy. I'm always like, I've only been in a hospital a few times, and I'm always concerned, like, I don't want to get in anyone's way because there's like a lot of important stuff going on, and I don't want to go into like an unauthorized area either. Sandra, we don't know what company this is either. I would have really liked to have seen that. Well, we'll continue the video here. Let's see what we can find.
So here I am. I'm in the Bronx now. I have 3 drop-off to this location.
It's been 3 hours since you started.
After this, I have 1 more.
There's a little known trick to getting...
Add. And we're back.
And I'll be done.
Okay. On the last stop at 6:38. Yep, it's been a little over 3 hours now.
And I am on my way to my last stop for the first run.
Okay, let's see if we can find the pay, you know? Where's the pay?
Depending on the age, qualify for these free hats back for 5. I am already done with my first run, and I am heading to the laboratory. It takes me that I pick up at the locations that I drop off, and that's it. I wait until 9:30 for the second run to be ready. So now I go inside, I edit some videos that I have here for the YouTube channel. I, you know, do some other stuff on.
Okay.
So that is pretty much it for today.
Hey,
I
Miles.
wanted to take you guys on a day working with me as a medical delivery courier. I hope you enjoy the experience, and this is mostly what I do every day from Monday through Friday, and it's something that I like so far to do.
Hey, Miles.
A little bit challenging because of my pregnancy, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I mean, this job pays well. As you guys know, I'm editing the video right now so that you can enjoy. Please like and subscribe.
Where
to support my channel.
Is the pay in the miles?
Time pass.
Did we miss it in the front? I don't think so.
Just put it on a croissant.
Folks, hold on. Is it in the notes? Okay, let's see here, folks. I mean, yeah, it's a day in the life, but how do you track your miles? How does she track her miles? I already know how many miles from stops to stop, so it looks like she gets the details of the route. 3 a.m. pregnant, on the road all day. Badass. Yeah, hats off to her, though, for grinding, certainly. Is there anything about the pay? How do you apply to be a courier? Medical Delivery Courier, Inc., but there are other companies on Indeed. So there you go, folks. If you're interested in a medical courier job, Medical Courier, Inc., it looks like. Oh, how much does this pay, and how can I get into it? All right, here we go. Let's get this nice and large so you can see this response, folks. How much does this pay? Please answer the question. Please refer to the Medical Courier playlist on my channel. How much does each run pay? Okay, it's going to vary depending on the city, but they pay miles and drops, as well as any tolls you have to cross and wait time in case you have to wait. Second run, I finish. Give us some numbers, though. Right? Eortho. Yes, I want some. All right, here we go. Kevin, you're on the shift, right? Yeah. All right, folks. Kevin's on a shift right now, and he's getting 50 miles a night, 170 a mile. Yeah, 170 a mile is not bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go with that. All right. Let's just assume somewhere around 170 a mile. Yeah, not bad. So, well, obviously, 50 times 1.7. So you're earning like what, 85 bucks? I mean, that's fine, I guess. I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. for 85 bucks, folks. I want a shift that's like, I mean, I guess it does come down to the dollars to mile ratio. Anyway, let me know what you think about doing that, because we got to move on, folks. Day in the life of a medical courier. But what's next? How about some discounts? Okay. Best side hustle vehicle tips. Speaking of vehicles here, I'm just going to rapid fire. I don't want to take too much of your time here on this one. Drop a like on this video. Consider subscribing. Your driver Mike for our new-ish, that's new, earnings tracking spreadsheet. Our course Master on YouTube just dropped. A to Z course on how to make money on YouTube. It's an investment, but it's worth it. It's backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee. Best side hustle vehicle tips. Number one, don't buy a new expensive vehicle for gig work solely. Only if you're already looking at a vehicle. But even so, like I just bought a new Tesla Model Y. I am not going to use that on gig work. I wouldn't advise you to use a vehicle that's like over $40,000 for gig work. A gig work vehicle should ideally be moderately to heavily depreciated. It should be older, ideally a hybrid. If you could score an EV, that'd be great, or at least a gas vehicle with a good miles per gallon. It should probably be, I've never really said this before, but it should probably be a mid-size or larger, because that would qualify you for Amazon Flex. So you need a mid-size to do Flex. So you can go compact, but it's gonna not allow you to do Flex. So just keep that in mind if you want to do Amazon package runs. Other than that, well, there's a question about accessories, so we'll get into that. But yeah, let's move on. I want to move on. Let me get some coffee. Sweet. Your timer starts now. Ask me anything for the next 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes. I mean, it's going to depend on you. Ask me whatever you want, as long as it pertains, as long as it's within YouTube's guidelines, okay? It's got to be within YouTube's guidelines, all right? If you don't have any questions, you don't have any questions, but let's do a little AMA for 20 minutes or so. Timer starts now. Because why not? Because I like talking to you. It's a Friday night. Is it a Friday night? It's Friday night. Let's hang out for a bit. Let's switch up the music too. And again, let me know if the music's annoying or not. Ask me anything for 20 minutes. The shirt is a camp-collared, gauzy look shirt from Abercrombie that I normally would never buy, but I'm trying to branch out my wardrobe, you know? Got the summer, the summer layering with the tank under it. Camp collar is like a resort style collar, you know? Gauzy fit in large. Check it out. I was thinking there's way too much beige in this shot. I'm not obsessed with beige, okay? It's like a comical amount of beige in this shot. Here, hold on. Give me a second. The stream might buffer for a second. I'm changing Wi-Fi because I'm adjusting the lighting here because the sunset. So you know what? Can we do this? Can we do this? I had the lights on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Ask me questions. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to change it to this. There we go. But I had to turn the lights off. I didn't really feel like you staring at me, so I got up and changed it. We're doing an Ask Me Anything for 20 minutes, folks. There's our standard colorway. There we go. Does that look good? Okay, hold on. It might buffer a second again. Okay, sweet. What do we got? 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 Ask me anything from 20 minutes, folks. What am I doing right now? There we go. The Roadie app. Bloodtastic. Look at that profile picture. That is some profile picture. Roadie, now owned by UPS. It's probably better if you have a truck or a van for some of their heavier pickups. I check it out. The pay's meh. The pay's okay. It's not stellar, but it's okay. And it's really meant if you're heading that direction anyway. That was kind of the whole skew of Roadie. So it might pay a little bit less, than other apps. It's not bad. But I haven't seen anything that's like super stellar. Tickled is all your income from side gigs. YouTube is my main gig, my main job, so it's from YouTube. I don't follow Wendy Bell Radio. She's an anchor, right? WTAE? Yeah? I don't. How much time we got left? Folks, you got like 15 minutes left or so. Ask me anything for 20 minutes. Tips for, it's got to be within YouTube's terms of service, okay? Any tips for full-time gig workers? That is a great question. I would really look at investing in an EV for full-time gig work or a hybrid, okay? Because, EV, frankly, again, if it's not a Tesla, you're going to have to use Electrify America. Those stalls aren't as good. Their down rate is much higher than Tesla. Teslas are more expensive. There's an affiliate link down below in the description if you want a Tesla. I mean, they're stellar vehicles, even just for your personal driving, But anyway, so maximizing your vehicle, okay, hybrid or an EV. If you can't do that, then getting a very depreciated vehicle that's still very reliable. That's why Corollas are so popular in the gig space, and a Prius. Obviously, you probably know this, but there's like a spider web or something. But sign up for like everything, trying everything if you're going to do this full time, and then looking at expenses, because you're going to be making some money that you have to pay taxes on. And a vehicle would be an expense, by the way. Talk to your CPA, because that would be an asset that you'd have to depreciate over years typically. Other than that, yeah, try to maximize your taxes and your savings with expenses. Could be a good one there. Ooh, that's a good question. Do you feel your MBA was worth it? So my MBA was at Point Park University. I did my undergrad in communications at Penn State University Park. Now, the company that I was working for at the time paid basically all of the MBA. That's the way to do it. If you work for a large company, ask them, because they might have a MBA program where they'll pay for you to get your MBA. And then you just might, you might have to stay with the company like a year after that or whatever it is. So in that sense, 100% worth it, because I had to pay like 1% of the cost there. Business-wise, an MBA, it's really meant to just get you indoors, get you opportunities, next level opportunities, You know, I don't think it was certainly hard. I mean, Point Park is not a hard MBA program in my opinion. You know, it's more of a liberal arts college, university here in Pittsburgh. You know, an MBA from, let's say, a more prestigious school per se, if it was Penn State or even, you know, more prestigious than that, then an MBA is really used as a door opener. You know, if you say you have an MBA from Penn State or, you know, another big school or again, even something more prestigious. So, you know, if you want to be, you know, senior director, C-suite, something like that. If you want to be an entrepreneur, absolutely not. I did not need an MBA to be an entrepreneur in that sense. We did touch on roadie. I mean, specifically in Pittsburgh. Yeah, we got to that, Jay. Thanks for being here. Ayantha? Do you know anything about DoorDash offering medical or life insurance? I think there's some partnerships that they have. It's not directly through DoorDash because that would probably infer a W-2 relationship. But they do partner with maybe Stride. So check your emails. But Stride is a company that specifically works with and targets gig workers for, you know, medical, dental, insurance, and the like. Not sponsored, unless you want to be Stride. But yeah, you can look at, you know, independent contractor or gig worker insurance policies. Excuse me. 10 minutes or so. Ask me anything. Still can't hear what? You should be able to hear me now. Everything looks good on my end. Let me know if everything's coming through okay. eOrtho. What do you think about later night deliveries, better tips, worse freaks? Well, you're saying deliveries. You're not saying ride share. So 100% you will stay busy up to a certain hour. Okay. Probably until like 3 a.m. It just depends though. You know, when I was in San Diego, like there's so much more open, you know, after midnight. Here in Pittsburgh, there's not a ton open after midnight. It's a much smaller city. So I would have to think, is it worth it? Excuse me. Is it worth it for a later night deliveries? Better tips? You'd have to run that statistical analysis. Which reminds me, again, go to yourdrivermike.com/resources, folks, right now. Go to resources, get the earnings tracking spreadsheet. It is $12. It is nothing. It's like a Wendy's meal. And track your earnings with that. Because then you could track this. You could put in the spreadsheet, because there's a spot for hours. I'm working 9 a.m. until 3. And then like you try working 9 p.m. until 3 a.m. for like, I would probably do 2-week sample sizes at least. Probably a better way to say that would be like 10-day sample sizes. So I would do 10 days working afternoon or mornings, whatever it is, and then 10 days working, you know, late to see if there's a statistical difference. Now, the more data you have, the better. So, you know, 14 days would be better. 30 days would be better. I mean, customers, no. I don't think you're going to deal with particularly crazy customers on delivery. You're not. I mean, it's food delivery. These are just people that are staying up late and or have been out to the bars, but, you know, they have the munchies. They want to eat. It's a completely different animal than ride share. Then 100% you're going to deal with some like tricky passengers there. Ask me anything for the next 7 minutes, folks. As long as wait, where's my my wheel crashed. It crashed. Why did it crash, folks? It's okay. That's all right. I was going to say, where'd my graphic go? Why did you move from San Diego to Pittsburgh? So my family's here in Pittsburgh. You get more for your money. I don't have a roommate. I had 2 roommates in the 3.5 years I was out there. Great roommates, which is like all you could hope for. Behave like adults, take care of yourself, clean up and whatnot, give you space in the fridge. So I was happy about that. They weren't loud or anything, so really good roommates. Families out here, get more for your money. This apartment would be like $3,000 plus in San Diego. In that sense, I do like Pittsburgh. I do see myself getting back to San Diego once I can buy a house. So the game plan is to get some income properties, ideally 2 income properties here in Pittsburgh, cash flow that, and then using that buyout in San Diego. But it's tough, because family's here, so it's nice to spend time with them. And once I do get into real estate, folks, you're going to see it here on the channel, how to research, start, get your first income property, because you should be looking at real estate. You should be, I don't care if it's intimidating, E3, what we teach you here, educate on it, follow the best practices, learn from people who have done this, shadow, watch videos, read books. There's infinite resources nowadays. You execute on it. You do it. You got to execute on it using the best practices that you learned. And then you expand. You go further, faster, bigger based on everything that you've learned. And that's why the educate part of E3 is so important, because you're not just jumping in. I was listening to a podcast today where this guy started a gym, didn't do his research ahead of time, and had all these mistakes. That's why you have to research first. So I'm excited to show you that. 5 minutes left on our AMA, folks. Ask me anything as long as it pertains, as long as it's within YouTube's terms of service, right? Well, okay, yeah. Kevin, Uber got rid of like all the surge pay for me. But here's the thing. I feel like I will get surge back. This is weird. Once I send in my Passat for inspection for rideshare. Excuse me. I feel like I've done this before, but like once I send in my Passat and I get it approved for rideshare, I feel like surge comes back. It could just be me, but there's like no surge, by the way. Yeah, so if they're not giving you peak pay, I can understand that's tough. Okay, tickled. Yeah, let's talk about commercial insurance, okay? Let's talk about it. Because we don't talk about commercial insurance a lot. Generally, you don't need commercial insurance. Generally, I'm not a lawyer, okay? And these laws certainly vary by state, especially in New York. Well, New York City, I should say specifically. But as long as you have gap coverage or hybrid coverage or hybrid policy that covers using your personal vehicle for business. That's important. Let me repeat that. So you don't generally need commercial insurance. You just need gap coverage or a hybrid policy that your insurer knows you're using your personal vehicle for business, and they'll cover that as well. And you don't pay that much more per month. It's like $8, $12, whatever it is. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while. But it's not a lot more per month, and it covers you big time because you need that. That is not, well, I know I said it may not be legally required. Again, don't quote me on that. Talk to, someone in whatever, an attorney, what have you. But it should be just strategy-wise required to get gap insurance. Because if you have an at-fault accident on DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, whatever it is, and your insurer didn't know you're doing gig work, they're like, well, when you got your policy, you told us you're driving 15,000 miles a year and it's just personal driving. We didn't know about this. How many miles are you driving? 10,000? $30,000 extra a year, that's a lot more liability. That's what you're paying for. That's in part what they give you the quote on is liability. So you're going to have a lower premium if you tell them you drive 8,000 miles a year versus like 30,000 miles a year. And then if you're doing gig work, that's a different animal. So they need to know that. Otherwise, they'll say, like, we're not covering this. We didn't know you're driving for Lyft or Uber. You got in an accident. That's on you. That is a very real thing. So just give them a call. Everyone has it nowadays. This isn't like 5 years ago. Everyone has it, at least the major providers. Just say, hey, I'm doing Uber, I'm doing DoorDash, whatever. I just need gap insurance. I need hybrid coverage. They'll know exactly what you're talking about. No, not really active on LinkedIn. I know it's been kind of powerful though for like content creation, which is really interesting. For articles especially, I feel like. Yeah. Anything else, folks? Before we close up the AMA and we go back to our special wheel, I have to do whatever's on this wheel. We still got some discounts at yourdriverformike.com. A 25% off is on there. A 10% off is on there. We're going to have, here it is. All right, let's remove it because we already got it. We already chose AMA. We have some more reaction videos on there. And then we have, YouTube channel reviews and pitches. So if you currently have a YouTube channel you're trying to monetize or thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I'll get you some free coaching if it lands on that YouTube channel pitches. Let me get some coffee here, folks, and thanks for being here. And let's spin the wheel. Just kidding. There's an ad. What? Let's try it again. Congratulations, you just got 10% off your driverformike.com site-wide for 1 week. Using code, hold on, let me write it down so I don't forget. Hold on. What should our code be? Should it be something fun? What should it be? How about, it can be like anything. What should 10% off sign off for the week? How about something give me inspiration here. Something give me inspiration. I'm looking around for inspiration. How about, let's see, 10. Okay, there we go. Let me check my spelling because I am awful at math and spelling, folks. I don't know, I'm not that bad. Let's use code 10 off collar because somebody commented on the shirt, the camp collar shirt. It's random, why not? Let me make it real quick, okay? In case you have to go, in case you have to jump on the, in case you have to jump off, let me make it for you real quick. In case you have to get going here, so it can be active. Let me do this. Let me make sure I'm not showing my entire back end of my Podia site. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing really to say. Come on, where is it? Where's coupons? There it is, coupons. Okay, so new coupon. It is 10 off collar. Excuse me. We'll do 10% off. Expires in 1 week. There's no limit to how many people can use it. All right, 10%, all products and plan. Blah, blah, blah. 10 off collar. 10%, no limit, expires in 1 week. And it is live. That coupon expires 1 week from today. That is June 9th, it's telling me, at midnight, okay? So get 10% off. Hold on. Let me, come on. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Hold on. Let me catch up to you. 1 second. Let me catch up to you. 1 second. Okay, boom. Here, on yourdrivermike.com, 10% off of our brand new course, Mastering YouTube. How to grow, dominate, and make real money on YouTube. That is not meant to be cheap because that is 7+ hours, 55+ video modules, a 7-week follow-up guide, A to Z course teaching you how I make $10,000 plus on YouTube AdSense alone. Save 10% on that. Mastering Delivery, the A to Z course teaching you how to succeed. 39 lessons here, over 2 hours of content on this one. Intro, finances, the fundamentals, your first delivery. You can see all the modules here. Tons of modules, new content added recently last April, May, June, a couple months ago. April 7th. So that's fresh content there, going over driving types, fundamentals, bonus pay structures. Click up here on resources. Okay. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is like a steal now. 10% off, $12. Our popular earnings tracking spreadsheets. It's a simple spreadsheet. It's meant to be simple. You just punch in the info. It's going to auto-calculate for you. You do have to put some info in, obviously, based on your driving there. We recently got this great testimonial from Jack saying that he loved the spreadsheet. It's very helpful. It provides a nice snapshot of how I'm doing and what things to consider so I can improve. It's easy to use, and I can't even imagine trying to do my taxes without it. That is our earnings tracking spreadsheet for both Excel, computers, Windows, I should say, and Mac OS. It's the same thing. It's just one saved as a Mac numbers file, the other saved as a XSLX file, as an Excel file. Actually, you can get 10% off YouTube coaching too, where you and I will do a 1-hour call just like this. I'll be on this exact software. We'll be like, hey, what's up? Tell me about your channel. And you can now save 10% off of this growth call. Had a handful of clients so far, 10% off that using code 10OFFCALLER. Let me punch that in here again. 10OFFCALLER. Use that code at checkout because somebody commented on the Camp Collar shirt. Check it out. Resort style. Why not? You know, right? Just we're random here on the Your Driver Mike YouTube channel, apparently. Also, if you're interested in making money, you can earn 20% commissions by signing up to be an affiliate for our products and courses. You can just click up here to the affiliate program. I highly recommend, if someone's interested in YouTube, to sign up for that course, Mastering YouTube. Again, that's an investment, and it's meant to be so. All right, sweet. Let's go back into the wheel here, folks. Now, we do have 25% off. I don't know. I mean, we've already done one. Should we keep it on there? Hey, Austin. Yeah, when's the last time you did a food delivery shift? Over a month ago, because that's how long I've lent out my vehicle to my brother. So his vehicle got in an accident, so I lent him the Passat. It's nice that I have that extra vehicle, actually. But he's getting his vehicle back next week, so I'm going to be doing just driving shifts. I love talking to you here. This is great in the office, you know. But I want to get on the road because the weather's been insane here in Pittsburgh. I want to drive. So probably later next week into the following week, look for non-stop shifts. I'm talking Flex, Spark, Uber Eats, Grubhub. Shift, I guess. Fine. Fine. I'll do Shipt. I'll do Instacart. Point Pickup. I love Point Pickup so far. It's going to be ridiculous. So for those missing driving shifts, I've been missing driving shifts. So I'm excited for that. Excuse me. But yeah, take advantage of that coupon code 10OFFCALLER site-wide on yourdrivermike.com. Sandra, got to run. Thanks for being here. As we only have a few more. Hold on. We were debating on if I should keep that 25% off on there. If I don't hit it in the next 2 spins, I'm taking it off. Okay? Because we gave you the discount. There was 2 discounts on there. Obviously, the more and more of this stuff that we do, it's going to be a higher and higher chance. We got to keep it special. It's got to be some kind of gamification. Are you ready? In the next 2 spins, you can hit 25% off. You can over double that discount that we just gave you, site-wide for a week, which is a ridiculous deal on that YouTube course, on that delivery course, on coaching. You got 2 spins because we got to have some exclusivity with it, folks. We got, okay, who's done rideshare here? Let me know. Let me know in the live chat. Have you done rideshare? Have you considered rideshare, Uber or Lyft? Let me know, yes or no, in the live chat right now. Because I want to show you something here that I thought was really interesting as someone who has a Tesla, as someone who has done Uber and Lyft, as someone who follows this side hustle stuff every single day for you. Look at what I saw. Let me show you this. And as Teslas are super, super popular, I saw this video from a channel, Kim Java, talking about an Uber driver who drove his Tesla 100,000 miles in 9 months. So that details the very real reality of if you're doing gig work, especially full-time, you're going to drive a lot. You're going to probably drive a lot more than you think. Let me grab a sip of coffee here. Let's see how this went. Talking for an hour and a half, need some coffee. Is that the voice gets scratchy? Let's do it.
Busy women are making money from home without
okay, here we go.
Physical.
9 months ago, we introduced you to our friend Dobson. For years, he's been driving full-time for Uber.
Full-time.
6 days a week, almost
6 days a week, 300 plus miles a day. Folks, that is, here, let me get out of the way. There you go. That is accurate. 300 miles a day, if you're doing full-time, is 100% accurate, yeah.
100 miles a day. And until last summer, that meant gassing up his Toyota Camry almost every day and changing his oil every other week. His cost for gas and oil changes was a whopping $1,900 a month.
I see what I've done to those other cars.
Yeah.
Right. I see the amount of mileage I put on them. I want to see if this baby would stand up to it.
That is a Tesla Model 3 around 40-some thousand. And by the way, folks, I would be really interested in talking to fellow side hustlers like you, like Kim's doing right here.
Now that I have done this.
So let me know if you'd like to see that. I would love to start a series just like this, talking and ultimately at some point visiting face-to-face like this, talking with fellow side hustlers like you, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. New thing like laundromat owners, I think that would be really neat. Arcade owners, how does that cash flow? Is that worth it, especially in a digital economy now? But I digress. Let's see how Dobson's doing here.
This change, I don't actually think I can drive a gasoline car again. I don't.
Last July, Dobson purchased a Standard Range Plus Model 3, beginning the ultimate test for Tesla's durability.
I hate to say this, but you can't drive this and want to drive a Camry.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true.
You can't drive this and want to drive a.
Well, Dobson's selling it, folks. But again, little reminder here, Tesla referral code down below in the description. I have to. As someone who, honestly though, as someone who's always driven a gas vehicle and who continues to drive a gas vehicle in my Passat for business and then a Tesla, it is night and day. It's completely different. We're not talking about this. This isn't a Tesla video.
Blah, blah, blah. Camry. The difference is night and day.
I hope this isn't a Tesla video.
I get in the Camry and I'm driving and I'm like, what's wrong with this car? You know, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the fact that, you know,
You're spoiled.
That's the right word. You know, that's the right word. You know, you drive the Tesla and then you don't drive anything else.
Today, Dobson's old Camry sits under a tree, while his Model 3 continues racking on the miles.
Even for me, it's shocking that I have driven that much. I don't know if you could help me with that.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Almost 90,000
I want
miles.
to see the
His over
Uber
90,000
stuff.
miles on the odometer is the equivalent of driving the Earth's circumference
great.
almost 3 times over in just the past 9 months.
If I said that myself, right, people will be like, oh no, we're not sure that's true.
No.
So that's why I gave it to you.
Here. It is in
I
here.
gave it to you for you to see that.
That is
you know?
so crazy to
Yeah.
me. I mean, this week for the past 9 months and slow charging off the wall at night wall outlet. But this thing is at least 7 times fast. On 900 on oil changes in just.
I could tell you that I know every charge.
I mean, I don't want this to be a Tesla video. That's not what I was looking for. I wanted to learn about his Uber driving, but let's watch this next part about maintenance, because if you are looking at an EV, this might shine some light for your budget.
Every charging point.
In the past 9 months, Dobson would have spent a little over $15,000 on operating his Camry, about $900 on oil changes, and just over $14,000 on gas alone. In that time, he's charged almost exclusively at superchargers, spending nearly $5,000 at supercharging stations.
Okay. Folks, as someone who owns a Tesla, if you're thinking about an EV, they're not really meant to be supercharged all the time. It's meant to be plugged in at home. Now, they showed his other Camry or Corolla or whatever. It looked like an apartment, I'm thinking. So his apartment complex might not have DC or regular charging. So that's probably why he has to supercharge. Supercharging is more expensive. It's fast, but it is more expensive.
Stations alone, and a few $100s on home trickle charging. That's more than 60% savings in his operating costs.
Yeah,
if you want a total breakdown of his story, I'll link that first video with Dobson here as well. Have you had anything that you've had to repair on it?
The only thing I've had done on the Tesla has been in the Tesla.
He's also hoping that with his home charger, it's to 90%, and after
for that, because you guys are wonderful.
Okay.
This car.
It's a Tesla video. I thought it was going to be an Uber video. Oh well, we move on.
Has also increased. Now I have corporate clients.
Oh,
it's not just the regular pick up the Uber, whatever.
Now we're talking about Uber.
I have offices, 2 offices, where I take their staffs to the airport and bring them back. And then when they have guests as well, I have to go pick them and bring them back. So it's been a wonderful experience.
I know. I know you've been a busy guy because we've been trying to get this interview down for a little while, and he's busy. It's hard to, book him down. I know now he's charging. He's in between clients. We're like, just give us 30 minutes.
It just, it glides like a gazelle. It just goes, and, it's... And I was... it's just 2 things. Maybe the service I provide and what I provide the service.
Here's some more Uber stuff.
Yeah. But it's also you, because once you get a ride from Dobson, you'll realize how.
All right, I get it. So if you didn't know, but here's a good segue. If you didn't know, I actually rented twice a Tesla Model 3 for a ride. You know what? I want to do it again. Let me know in the live chat. Would you like to see part 3? Renting a Tesla to drive Uber for a week? I think we're due for a part 3 because I did it for Thanksgiving weekend last year, November. Then I did it one other time. Now we're in the heart of summer. The weather's nice. The roads are open and clean. That would be a good idea. And to give you a rideshare video. But I did that. I rented the Tesla with via Hertz and Uber. So Dobson was talking about how the experience was as a driver. Do you get more tips to driving a Tesla? I mean, statistically, I don't think I saw more tips. I think my average tip was still around the same. Tips were a lot less than food delivery. A lot less. I think it was 30% tip versus 90% on food delivery. You get $1 extra, at least at the time, driving an EV, not just a Tesla, but an EV on Uber. So, you get that little incentive there for the EV. But then with the rental, I had 2 charging sessions in the week, and then that comes off of your earnings, and then obviously the rental cost as well, because it's pricey. So search your driver mic Tesla rental. We also have a playlist. You can click on playlists and watch that. We might be due for chapter 3. Austin says yes. What do you think, folks? Okay. But you have one more spin to up this discount to 25%. You don't quite have a 30% chance because these are weighted differently, but you have a chance. One more. All right, let's do it. Oh, you miss out. That's okay. I think let's finish with this. Let's finish with this, folks, because I don't know who's going to be looking for this. But what I want to offer you is some time for free YouTube coaching. Either if you have a current channel, you're looking at starting, you have an idea for a channel, you want to pitch me your channel idea, and or even if you have a channel as inspiration and you want me to audit their channel, say, hey, I like this channel and I want to do something similar. What do you think they could improve? So this is entirely up to you, and it's going to be based on your interest, but this is going to be, a awesome opportunity for you to get some free YouTube coaching if you have a channel, if you're thinking about starting a channel, if you want me to look at a channel as an audit. So let me know in the live chat. If there's no interest, that's fine. I guess we can end it here. But I wanted to include this because you can now actually get 10% off on our course, Mastering YouTube. It's ridiculous. 7 hours of nonstop info like this, presentation style of the 6 years that I've done YouTube, 1,100 videos, 17 million views, close to $500,000 of revenue generated. So what I need you to do is let me know what your channel name is if you have one. Let me know the channel name. You can't post links. YouTube, it'll auto block links, but let me know any channel name you want me to audit. And if you have an idea of what the channel is going to be, and pitch me your idea. And if there's no interest, I'm going to probably give you one. I'll generate one example of my own to audit the channel, and then we'll end it. So it's going to depend on your interest here. Now's your chance, folks. Let me know what channels you like. And while you're doing that in the live chat, let me find a channel to audit of my own. Someone that I follow, if there's no interest. I'm going to give you a few tips here if you're interested in starting, growing, and monetizing on YouTube. So put in the live chat if you have any channel ideas, pitches, channels of your own. And in the meantime, let me think of what channel I want to audit. This is really interesting. What channel do I'm not going to do my brother's. That'd be too easy. I'm sure someone wants to see something completely different. Because I could do his, but, I've already helped him a lot. Who can I audit? I'm thinking some of the tech channels that I follow. Here, actually, let me go into my subscriptions feed and let me see if I can find somebody. Because I'm not logged in here, but I'm logged in on my phone. And a lot of these channels that I follow are pretty big. Like here's Tesla's channel, Stephen He, really funny comedian. Options Freedom, which is like an investing channel. That was Epic, which is a great kind of like pranks channel. Social experiments. Potato Jet, he's in San Diego, I'm pretty sure. Cinematography, videography. These are big channels. Oh, you know what? I got it. Let's do, it's a big channel, but I'm going to give you some examples of what he does right. Let's do another Pittsburgher. Check it out. So this is Arcade Matt's, based here in Pittsburgh, which is pretty neat because he has over 1 million, almost 2 million, 1.75 million subscribers, 1,300 videos. So he's doing good. Similar videos to me, but he's got a good amount of subscribers here. A great channel if you have kids or you yourself like arcade games. I watch this all the time because I just love it. I just like the arcade games. Let me audit his channel. What can a channel that is getting fantastic views. Look at these view counts. That is a 1.75 million subscribers who's obviously been doing this for a long time. What could they possibly improve on? Let me give you some of my thoughts here. Again, really cool channel based in Pittsburgh. So firstly, here's what I would advise you to do if you're starting or growing a YouTube channel. One of the things that I look for is branding. And we talk about this in the course, yourdroppermind.com/YouTube. The banner image right up here needs to convey at an eye's glance, what is the value proposition? What do I get on this channel? Because this is the biggest piece of art that someone's going to see when they visit the channel. So I see the name here, Arcade Matt. That name tells me a lot already. There's a claw machine grabbing it, which is pretty dynamic. I like it. It says an upload schedule. New videos Thursdays and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Well, that's good. That means that I can rely on this channel, that they're uploading frequently. So if I like it, I can continue watching. And there seems to be some kind of game in the background. So look here, the congruency of Arcade Matt in the name, a claw machine, the hat that says Arcade Matt, and an arcade thing behind him. So that really is congruent there. The profile picture. Your profile picture should be an extension of the branding. It should be either, it could be a logo. I advise a face, something that ideally is just the face like this, the neck up. This isn't LinkedIn, shoulders up. It looks a little too small here when it's scaled. And we can see here, even the branding is congruent because he has arcade tickets. Now, I think, when you view this on mobile, I think it is pretty tiny. I think he could honestly center his face and then get rid of these tickets. Because, you can't do too much with a profile picture other than really cementing the brand. So if you're the brand, your face, I would take more advantage of that and just center his face right here and just get rid of the tickets. Because this takes maybe a fourth of the image here. So the name looks good. Something that if I say it, it should easily be understood. So I don't want it to be Arcade Matt's best gaming videos. Like, no one's going to really remember that. But Arcade Matt, simple to say, 2 words, and it's easily remembered. And you also want it to be unique. This is another thing that we talk about in that course, Mastering YouTube, is I want you to stand out on SEO, search engine optimization. So if I come up here, because YouTube is a search engine, and I type in, Arcade Matt, I want it to be like the only Arcade Matt is your channel. So don't do like Pepsi reviews guy. If I type in Pepsi, the company is going to be the primarily search result there. And I want you to stand out and be unique there. So consider that whenever you're thinking of a name. Thumbnails. Let's go to popular. I knew it. Look at the thumbnails here, okay? 1, pretend you're not the optometrist with me. And 2, 9 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, okay? 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure you can see that massive difference because Matt and other creators understand over time the massive importance of thumbnails. Probably the most important visual cue on the entire platform. It's not your titles, it is your thumbnails. Look how washed out these are. It's just, a little picture of the machine right down here. It's, I'm sitting in the machine, that's fun, but it's kind of dull. There's nothing really, there's a lot of text, but think about how small that text is going to be. Like, we're sorting by popular here, okay? So clearly, I got 11 million views because this person, there's car keys in a machine. So I'm 100% betting this title is driving the views more so than the thumbnail. It's a good thumbnail, but it could be better. Versus his latest videos, look at the massive difference. Again, old videos, dull. Yeah, just a little cup game here at the carnival. Yeah, this looks like some kind of coin pusher game. Oh yeah, coin pusher game. But look at this. Massive, massive visual appeal. So what is he doing? Number one, colors. Contrast colors. So he's also considering branding. He's using similar colors, the greens and the purples and the blues. I'm betting, you see here, if we scroll, it's a lot of the green, the purples, and the blues. See, we go 4 months ago. Notice how his thumbnails are changing a bit. You'll see this over time. People experiment and see what works. But do you see how kind of more cluttered these are? You know, like, yeah, you kind of stand out a little bit, but look at this one, for instance. You see how much is going on here? A tiny little part 2 in the top left. I see him, but he blends into that balloon bust machine thing behind him. There's so many different little details and colors and shapes versus I like what he's doing now. If we go to his newer videos, look, we're getting newer and newer and newer and newer and newer. And look now, look at his more recent videos. Now, he does what I like to do. He's isolating on his thumbnails. So now, he's kind of obscuring the background with those colors, the purples, the greens, the blues. That's on the background. So he's doing a color filter basically to cover the background so you don't see all these different textures and colors. He's masking it with the purple, the green, the blue as his background. And then he's isolating himself, nice and big, and a one machine. Look over here. Again, it's himself. The very furthest background is obscured with colors. He's holding a big wad of money, which is very eye-catching, and one machine. So when it comes to branding, he is in part the brand. He is Arcade Matt. So he's showing up in the thumbnails. Boom. I want you to see my face. I want you to see my face. I want you to see my face. Here's a good example of colors. He's accentuating colors. Look at the eyes, how he overdoes the eyes. He actually makes them like ridiculously green because it pops, high contrast. He's boosting the colors of these products as well, boosting up in saturation. Let's go to my channel. So for my thumbnails, I do the same thing. Look at this. Less is more. I have a main subject, me. Look at me. I'm the brand. When you look at this thumbnail, I want you to know it is from your driver mic. And I have high contrast colors right here. I don't have custom mugs with all these little designs on it. I have primary colors. I jack up the saturation and the contrast. I have a background that's in the back that you can't really see it. Excuse me. And I have some eye-catching things like $30, $45. It's going to make $20,000 a month. Right here. Look how good this video is doing. 11,000 views in 6 days. I put fired. Huge, big word, less is more. High contrast. I've been using that sky, like the clouds, the sky, in almost every single recent thumbnail because that blue is a great pop off of skin tones and other colors. The branding that's understood that this is Grubhub. I have the shirt and the bag, so food delivery drivers know this is food delivery. And then I have something in the background which kind of reinforces that. And I specifically chose a popular restaurant, In-N-Out. I didn't just chose like a generic thing. I chose something popular, but then I blurred it out a little bit. And I blurred it because I want you to look at me and I want you to look at the word fired. Let's go back to Matt's videos here. I'm going to end the stream in just a bit here, folks. We are cruising around 2 hours here. Appreciate you watching. And drop a like on this video if you're still here. Consider subscribing as well. And yeah, we could audit Mr. Beast. Yeah, he's really struggling right now, huh? Let's go over video structure. Let's audit. What do you think? How about a video from 3 months ago? Now, let's audit this video together. With a title and the thumbnail draws the eye, And then the title reaffirms what you're seeing in the thumbnail, and vice versa. The thumbnail reinforces the title reinforces the thumbnail. It's going to build intrigue. It's going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to present a problem. You see the face. It's an emotional face. Emotions obviously convey more of a click-through rates from your audience. So, how I won Pokemon cards from 100% skill arcade game. I don't love that title, you know. Grammar-wise, I would put how I won Pokemon cards from a 100% skill-based game. Or arcade game is good. How I won Pokemon cards from a 100% skill-based arcade game. It's not bad, but... Okay, so when we watch this video, the number one thing in the first 15 seconds... 15 seconds. Appreciate you being here, Gage. Matt's the twin brother. But I appreciate... we can be both kings of the gig economy, right? No, I'm just someone that tries to make some money and helps you make money, okay? And I know a little bit about this stuff, all right? Anyway, listen to what happens in the first 15 seconds of this video. How does this hook you in?
We switched to Liberty Mutual and saved $652 on car
Here we go,
insurance.
listen.
With the money we saved.
There are Pokemon cards inside this arcade game. Let's see if we can win them and see if we can get any ultra rares. Let's do this. Come on, Matt.
Boom. 10 seconds to hook you in the Matt. Yeah, Matt. I'm getting confused. Yeah. Appreciate that, Gage. Matt, yes. Matt does just does a phenomenal job of setting the hook in his audience. 10 seconds in the video, he has built anticipation, excitement, and what you're going to get in this video. Listen again.
There are Pokemon cards inside this arcade game. Let's see if we can win them and see if we can get any ultra rares.
So, there's Pokemon cards in this game, in this arcade game. You know, Pokemon cards are really popular right now. Okay, just build some context if you don't know what they are. And not only that, like someone that sees Pokemon cards in the title, ultra rares is just that. Like, can I get like an ultra rare card? We're gonna try to win them, and then he hits you with this.
Let's do this. Come on, Matt.
Gotta hit that, and then cuts out the video. And then he goes into his intro right there. That is a great hook right there. That's what you have to do in the videos. Because we saw, if you were here early in the stream, watching other creators' videos, we were a minute in, 2 minutes in, and they delivered no value. You know what? Why not? Listen, how do I hook videos? Right? How do I hook videos? Let's see. How are my hooks? How about this one? 96% of food delivery drivers miss this one step. Title and thumbnail, insanely bright, contrasted colors, like neon green grass. It's not meant to look real. It's meant to look eye-catching. Banned, I put the banner over Chipotle. Chipotle is one of the most popular food delivery spots. So how do I hook you in this video? Look, if you drive for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, I'm betting you're missing this step. When I do food delivery, I never think about this step. In fact, I would say that yes, 96% of food delivery drivers are missing this step. And if you don't know about this, it might actually get you blocked from a restaurant. Boom, 21 seconds in. That's my intro. The hook was actually a lot less than that. So I said, like, listen, that's very meta. Whoa. Look at that. That's very meta, folks. So that hook is saying, like, listen, this is something that I don't really pay attention to. It's something that I think a lot of people are missing when they're doing food delivery. So I don't want you to miss it either when you're doing food delivery. Probably makes sense. I could go on and on. I mean, I don't want it to be like a huge deep dive on YouTube. So I hope that helped a little bit. You know, we have an entire course, of course, on yourdrivermind.com. So I appreciate you watching, folks. 2+ hours in. Hope that provides you some value. Let me know if it did. Drop a like in this video if it did. And most likely, we might unlist this. I don't know. You know, we've been unlisting live streams. We'll probably keep it on. Why not? And I like to do more live streams with you. So let me know if you'd like more live streams. Appreciate you being here, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend, or wherever you're watching this from. Drop a like to this video. As other updates here in case you missed it. Driving videos are coming back late next week. I'm getting the Passat back. That'll be very helpful. Look for, in the next 2 weeks, I'll put a deadline on it. In the next 2 weeks, look for a brand new camera. I need to buy it. So let's make that happen in the next 2 weeks. We'll get that new camera. It's going to look pretty neat as well. Check out the courses and resources on yourdrivermind.com. Thanks for being here, folks, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.